Hello there, welcome to what will hopefully become the new MTA workshop. This is, at the moment, is one end of my garage, and as you can see, it's full of all sorts of random crap. But the idea is we're going to change it into a workshop. So, just have a quick look round, show you what we've got at the moment. This is the end of the garage, which I'm hoping to turn into a small workshop. Let's get out of the... It's getting a bit windy out there. Right, so we have a workbench somewhere underneath all this junk, which is already there. It's decent size. It's at a bit of an odd height, but I can get a draftsman's chair or something like that, so I considered it. The table will probably end up being evicted. We've got some shelves underneath there. Again, it's just full of all sorts of odds and ends. There's a fridge, which is good. Got two plugs there, two plugs there. South facing window, which will be good in the summer, get a bit of light in here. And we've got a single fluorescent tube up in the roof as well, which I can always put another one in this space here, maybe convert them to LED, something like that. So we've got potential here. There's a bit of a corner here where I could probably set up something like a spray booth on top of the fridge. There's a load of shelving over here. Most of that is my old airsoft gear, which I'm getting a bit old and fat to play airsoft now, so I'm going to thin that down, keep a few bits and pieces possibly. And then there's a load of stuff down here as well, which I need to try and sort through. And then we've got a couple of lawnmowers, and my jet wash, some old boxes, bits and pieces like that, a load of gardening stuff. So the idea is we're going to try and put some shelves where this overhanging shelf is here. I'm going to put basically a line of shelves all the way down here and across probably to where that green box is down there. So there's a bit of a walkway through here, but it sort of closes off this end of the garage, and this is about 2.5 meters square, so it should be more than enough for workbench, a bit of seating, some shelves with my models and tools and 3D printers and stuff like that on, and then, like I said, a bit of natural light coming in through the window that's south facing. Needs a bit of a clean up, there's cobwebs all over the place, and a couple of years ago a squirrel or something got in here and chewed up all the bottom of the woodwork on the window frame, so that may need sorting out at some stage. But yes, I think it's a nice little area. It's kind of separate from the main garage. I mean, that's where my mum's car usually lives, and there's loads of stuff over there. There's a lot of camping gear. We're going to try and thin that down a bit. So there's quite a lot in here which is going to be thinned down or go completely. And say up here there's this overhanging shelf unit, which is quite sturdy actually. It's got big like M10 bolts hanging into the rafters. There's a helicopter up there, there's a couple of planes, one of those Unimat multi-tool things, which is a bit wobbly to be fair. It's not all that. I should really have got the metal version, but never mind. Various camping gear. There's another tent over there. There's a tent down there, some garden tools, just all the normal crap that you'd find in the garage really. So yeah, there you go. That is the plan, and hopefully I'll actually be able to stick to it, and we'll be able to get a decent workshop going in here. Now you might ask, what's the reason for all this? And the MTA channel was started up back in 2021, I think, or 2020 during lockdown, and did a few videos unboxing the Tamiya Wrecker, having a look at all the bits and pieces I'd put on it, having a look at the Lesu little 2-axle man TGS tipper. I did a short video a while ago on like multi-channel mixing on a Paladin, that kind of thing, and it's just sort of ticked along really. It hasn't really gone anywhere. So I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of revamp it. Not so much start again, just go at it at a different angle, because MTA is getting bigger. We have now got our own truck club, which meets at Burham Village Hall in Kent once a month. I'll put a link to our Facebook page in the description for this video, so you can come along and have a look. It's been very well received so far. We've only had one meet so far, but it was very, very, very positive. There was a lot of people saying a lot of good things, and I think it'll be a very big success. We just need to sort of work on it and improve it over time. So that's one thing we need to do. Um, I have noticed a lot of people saying, "Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you advise me on this? Can you help me with that?" Because I do work in a model shop. I get a lot of people asking me technical questions, especially about the lorries. I'm quite well known for the lorries for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm going to try and do some more like how-to guides and stuff like that. So if you've got any questions, and if there's something specific you want to know, I'll start off with the basic stuff like how not to screw up building the Tamiya 3-speed gearbox, how to improve the steering geometry on the standard Tamiya axles, that kind of thing. Basic stuff that most people who have been in this hobby for a little while have come across and want to know how to do it. And then we'll get on to more technical stuff in the future. I've got a few ideas for things like, for example, on the back of my bomb disposal truck, I've used lessee suspension with a Tamiya axle, so it's variable ride height to an extent. It can be raised and lowered by taking springs out, that kind of thing, but it's not difficult, but not many people know how to do it, so it's an idea of just show you how to do things like that, basic stuff. I know quite a lot about the beer software, so I can do a series of how-to videos on the beer side of things for people who don't know how to use the beer software. I've played with SFR1s, RC2s, RC3s. I wouldn't say I know everything about them, but I've got a good basic understanding of them, and it'd be nice to sort of pass on some of my knowledge to people. And then if somebody wants to know how to do a specific thing and I haven't covered it in a video, just let me know, and I can always look at doing a video specifically about that in the future. So I just had to change hands, my arm's getting a bit tired. Just things like that. Radios. I mean, I know quite a lot about Futaba radios, so if you want to know how to set up a Futaba radio to do such and such, I might be able to help, I might not, you never know. You can ask. The Radiolink AT10 and the Paladin PL18 and 18 EV are my sort of weapons of choice. So I know quite a bit about how they work. So again, I can do like how I set the radio up to talk to the SFR1, the RC3, that kind of thing. So if there's anything that you think you'd like me to try and cover in a future video, stick it in the comments, message me on Facebook via the MTA page, something like that, and we'll see what we can do. As for the workshop, it is going to take a little while. I think we have started creating some space down the other end of the garage, and we're going to have a bit of a sort of a sliding block situation going on where we're going to have to clear a space, move stuff into it, move stuff back, tidy it up as we go. It is a bit chilly here at the moment. It's tail end of February, and I think it was like 6 degrees today, so it's pretty bloody cold out here at the minute, and it is blowing a hooligan outside. Well, it was earlier, it's not too bad now. So it's just getting round to it, really. But we will get there in the end. Like I say, I've got some ideas for this place. I want to try and put some shelves down the side, just behind me here. So from roughly that wall there across to about here, leaving about a 3-foot gap here so we can get through. The lawn mowers are probably going to end up right down in the back corner over there, so that we can still get them out through the main door, because it's a big double roller door at the end and you can get anything in and out through there. Luckily this end has got 2 double sockets, so there's a double socket there and there's another one just over there. So I've got plenty of electricity in here, so it should all come together. Not used to this camera, sorry, it's a bit... yeah, I think I've waffled on enough for the minute. If anyone's got any ideas, any suggestions for future videos, any suggestions for how-to things, that kind of thing, I'm going to start taking video at our MTA truck club meets as well. The next one is on the 24th of March, and as I say, I'll stick a link in the video description to the Facebook page for that. There's an event already up there, so you can join the Facebook page, put yourself down as interested or attending the event. Be good to see a few people there. We had quite a lot of people on the first turnout. I think we had about 25 drivers, which isn't bad for the first ever meet, and it was generally very well received. So yeah, onwards and upwards, as they say. So yes, stay tuned.